Kyrie had 12 points, if I'm right. 12 points, Kunal. I don't think Kyrie can ever be a front runner to run a team to a championship by himself.
Kyrie and Luka?
Bro, they're role players. Full team is full of role players. See, let me just get this point out there. I'm not a Kyrie hater.
The media is always behind Kyrie, as you can see.
Hello. Welcome to Fanspace by Game On. Today we are here with Kunal Sharma, Arkin, Parth and Kabir. And we are going to discuss the 2024 NBA Finals. Kabir, you start.
Don't predict though.
Celtics in 6.
Mavs in 6.
Oh wait, bro.
You're wearing a Celtics jersey.
Mavs in 7.
I think Mavs in 6.
See, I really want Mavs to win, but realistically, I think... No, I really genuinely want Mavs to win because I hate the Celtics just in general, but Celtics in 6.
I think Mavs in 6.
Now, I want you all to say that do you think Kyrie Irving's history with Boston Celtics is going to play an effect in this series?
I think it already has. That was the outcome of game 1. Kyrie had 12 points, if I'm right. 12 points, Kunal? Yeah, I think it was 12 points. And how many times did he get blocked? Twice. I don't see that happening usually. It does not happen to Kyrie usually. But I think the only reason it has happened is because they were playing in Celtics. And I think that will also happen in game 2. Kyrie is not going to have a great game as long as they're playing in Boston. I think when they go on to Dallas again, then maybe he shows up a little. But I think by the time he starts picking up, it's going to be too late for them.
The Celtics just in general, I think in that one season, he took... What was that? Some smoke to just clear the air out and stuff, the burning.
Constantly talking about stuff, but I think he's taking the high road now, and I think it's a good...
Yeah, I definitely see a very calm Kyrie, which can be dangerous.
I honestly feel it did not affect this game. Like, people are saying it affected, you are saying it affected, but I don't feel. It's just one bad day. His mental space is much better now, and he's in like a Kobe level. You know how Kobe went from 8 to 24? That transition, that's happening with Kyrie this time.
He's not really looking at the same legacy that Luka is looking at. Kyrie really wants to come back from all the media backlash, the fans turning on him, especially Boston fans. They're very aggressive towards him. But I don't think that plays much of a role in Kyrie's agenda in the sense that Boston is not a big part of Kyrie's story. I think Kyrie has a bigger goal in mind, which is to regain his legacy in terms of USA basketball and not just NBA basketball. He's looking to be the guy that the USA go to after LeBron, but not in a superstar sort of way, in more of a Batman, the villain of Batman, like a Bane sort of way.
You know, just in that sense, I would like to bring up another point on Kyrie. I don't think Kyrie can ever be a front runner to run a team to a championship by himself. He's never going to be, don't get me wrong. I love him. I love the way he plays. He's one of the greatest ball handlers there is in the NBA, greatest finishers at the rim. He's one of the best basketball players, but he cannot carry a franchise like maybe, let's say, Curry or LeBron. He just can't. He will always be playing second fiddle to whoever the superstar is in the team. Like he is to Luka right now.
Just to put it out there, Doncic did call him the Batman and not the Robin.
I know. that was the point. He was trying to...
Even I agree. I don't think Kyrie is more like a Robin to a Batman. I think Kyrie and Luka are more like Batman and Superman. Like, both of them take their turns and just go off. Like, it's one day it's Kyrie's game, one day it's like Luka's game, and some days it's just both of them going off.
I think that was a great talk, and I think we have mixed opinions on, people are saying it might affect, people are saying it will not. Let's see what happens in the finals. Stay tuned. Okay, I want you guys to tell me which story would you like see completed. Celtics have been the favorables to win for the past 2-3 years, right? They are underrated and they do have a lot of opinions. Yeah, a lot of weight on their shoulder and a lot of opinions on them, But on that same side, you have Luka, not getting his MVP this year and then coming for his first chip. Kyrie with the whole story behind and a redemption to his, second chip. So I want you guys to tell me which story would you like as a fan to see completed?
I think it's pretty obvious. I want Kyrie to get his second chip. And the storyline, you've seen Dallas play from game 1. The first game where Clippers were going off at them and then Kyrie picks up. I think that's where I was just convinced that, they're taking it all the way. So somewhere in the Clippers series where they started, that this team is going to go ahead, and I think that's a better story. I mean, I've seen Kyrie go off, as he said. Doncic goes off, Kyrie goes off. I think they just have to do it 4 games in this series. That's about it.
Though one thing I'll want to cut and say on this, like how even Arkin said, like Kyrie will have to go off or Luka will have to go off. But honestly, if Mavs need to take this series, both of them need to go off.
And just 4 games.
Yeah, but the 4 games, but both need to go off. Like if they don't go off, Mavs is in heavy danger. It can't be like one goes off because, like honestly, the team is good, but it's not that, nobody expected them to be in finals caliber. Like, Derek Lively's playing beautiful, but people did not know of them before the finals or the playoffs started. So I feel for Mavs to win it, I want Mavs to win it. But Luka and Kyrie need to perform in the winning game, like at least 4 games for them to take it. Otherwise, it's not happening.
For me, the story that I'd like to see get completed would be the Mavs, because like through the start of the year, when Boston made all these they signed Chris Tapps and they traded for Drew, they have been the heavy favorites, they've been the betting favorites. And no one, like you said, no one expected Dallas to be here at all. And I love Luka. I want him to get his first ring. I want Kyrie to get his second because of all the, like Parth said, all the media outlash that he's been facing in the past 2 years. And also, I'm just a Boston hater, so
I'm not going to be mad at Luka winning his first chip or even JT and JB winning their first or with Kyrie's second. So I'm just going to take it as a win because I think we're going to get to see some good basketball.
See, I think you guys are missing the point. Okay, this is a way bigger story that's going to be unlocked. Let me flash back to a few months ago when the USA announced their basketball roster.
Oh, yes.
They left out
Kyrie.
They left out a lot of good players, okay? Obviously, like Damian Lillard and Jrue Holiday are not better than Kyrie.
No.
Okay, then flash forward. So Dallas has their decent start to the season. It wasn't great. I think they were out of the playoffs for most of the run.
Yeah.
People are counting Kyrie out. They're saying, well, Doncic is the leader of this team and you can't share the ball between 2 ball handlers, essentially, or people who love dominating the ball. Yeah, exactly. So the biggest story with the most fantasy ending for me would be LeBron James calling Kyrie up after he wins the ring and telling him to come join him in Paris 2024. So my story is bigger. I think I have a bigger vision for Kyrie than the average NBA fan, let's say.
Oh, Parth, that's so inside.
I actually have a cross question. If Celtics do lose, do you break Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown up?
Do you break them up?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, like I just want them to, because it's been like now you have Derek White, you have Jrue Holiday, you have Kristaps Porzingis around these two, and both of them are earning like the supermax. I think Jaylen Brown signed 5-year. He signed a supermax. That's like the 30% of team salary cap. Even Jayson Tatum's he's going to get that this year. Just break them apart. Like if you don't win this year, it's
with the team they've built around these two, I think it should be a sweep. The way they've built up the team.
I mean, exactly, and especially with like all the signings that I mentioned. Yeah.
Okay, you have to tell me which duo is better. You have to come to a conclusion together, okay? It's not that you guys say one thing. So either Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum or Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Which is the better duo?
It's the most obvious.
It's an obvious answer.
It is, come on. Even a Boston fan.
No way.
Please don't just share.
Jaylen Brown and Jayson.
Let me remind you, kids, about 2012. This is when we saw the peak of duo basketball. So after that, there's not really been duo basketball because role players have such an important and key function to play in an NBA team today that the sense of having a duo is just for namesake. If Luka comes off the screen, whips out a pass to the corner, and you miss that open corner 3 as a role player, the entire team chemistry falls apart. So the duo system in the NBA has reduced from, when 2 players would combine to score 60, 70 points, 80 points in a game, and then they would literally carry the team to win. Where, when you talk about, let's say, KD and Westbrook, greatest young team assembled, I think, in 2012.
I'm with that. KD and...
They accounted for 80% of all of OKC's points through not just scoring but also assists. Probably the number is closer to 90% in some games. So the system of duo basketball has pretty much died since maybe LeBron and Kyrie in 2016, kind of, but not really, because they had Kevin Love and they had like all these other players.
He's negated his question only.
So the better duo. So the better duo is, neither of them. I think they don't play duo basketball.
Yeah,
Both
but
these
they don't
teams
play duo basketball.
play
Yeah.
role player based basketball.
Bro, their role player, full team is full of role players.
The role players make
But they account-
very
they
important
They
thing.
have accounted for 60
Anyway.
points in just one game.
You young kids won't understand.
One.
Okay. Let the grown ups talk. Yeah? It's our opinion that matters. Really.
Sorry.
No, I think, first of all, Parth, that was super insightful. But I think it's an obvious answer. I think Luka and Kyrie are far more superior than Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Because I was talking to Kunal about this. I think if you look at the series, Luka in my head is clearly the number one player. I think like the best player on the court. I think for number two, this is my opinion, it might be controversial, that Jayson Tatum and Kyrie, any given day can switch for the number two position. Like it's either Jayson Tatum who's the second best player on any given day, or it's Kyrie, the second best player. But where Boston has an advantage is that the next four players probably after the first two players, it's Jaylen Brown, it's Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Drew Holiday. They have the next five best players along with Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So that's where, like, I think the supporting cast, like I agree, like the supporting cast has a very huge role, but the supporting cast for the Celtics around Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown is far, far, far more superior than what like Dallas has around Luka and Kyrie. So I think Luka and Kyrie are the far superior duo.
Yeah, I do think that.
I disagree.
One thing. No, but to Parth's thing. Parth said it's not been duo basketball, and you know how they used to combine for 80, 90. But you see the last two games, Kyrie Luka went off for 36 each, and before that went for 33 each.
Last two games, if it is like that, then Halliburton also could have been MVP for taking two games.
But with that, if you check both of their assists and rebounds in the game, comparatively, like Doncic has a good amount of rebounds, and both Doncic and Kyrie have great assists per game. So
Kyrie has 5 assists a game, by the way. Great.
If you watch the game, Kyrie might have 5 assists, but like in that OKC series, he got blitzed so much, like in the center of the court.
Blitz is the only way to stop them.
But again, so Kyrie, even though he won't get an assist, right? His pass creates the pass for the assist. Like if I pass it to someone on the wing, if Kyrie is getting blitzed, he passes it on the wing. Someone switches the wing, passes it to the corner. But
Mavs are not making it through their series they've beat without their role players.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, Kyrie, when you're talking about assists, even if he has 5 assists, he's created a lot more shots than those 5 assists. Like the skip pass that Kyrie will create is also, he won't get that assist in the box score probably.
That's true.
But the shot is created because of Kyrie or Luka. And Luka will always have like 9 or 10 assists.
I think finally we have Kunal taking Doncic and Kyrie. Arkin is taking Doncic, and I think
Doncic and Kyrie, just if you take Doncic and Kyrie out of Mavs and put them into another team, they'll still be the same duo they are.
Yeah.
exactly what Arkin said.
JT and JB might not.
You've seen JT, JB all these years.
See,
They've been
without the
this-
supporting cast that they have this year, they have.
I mean, they've still done
disagree.
well, but just
okay, so let's take Kyrie and Luka and put them on, say, the Timberwolves. Okay.
And where are they?
Crazy.
You replace Anthony Edwards and Cat.
who do you replace?
Yeah, who are you replacing for that?
I mean,
I'm
they're the best.
replacing the guards, whoever.
Yeah,
like
so
Anthony
Mike
Edwards
Conley and
yeah.
Luka, Kyrie, bro.
No way are they winning. No way are they winning a championship.
Let's put them in Lakers.
There's
Let's
no
remove
way.
Austin Reeves
See-
and D'Angelo Russell.
There's no way Luka and Kyrie are winning on that team because I'll tell you what. Okay, you put Luka, you put Kyrie, then you got those 3 bigs, Naz Reid and Carl Anthony. Yeah. Okay, but what is Luka's pick and roll? The whole idea about Luka's pick and roll is that someone rolls hard and someone catches an alley-oop and dunks it. Rudy
Rudy is
cannot
not catching those alley-oops, man.
catch alley-oops to save his life.
Rudy is not catching the alley-oops.
I mean, in NBA.
Cat is also damn slow.
I mean,
So if anybody's catching anybody who's catching the alley-oops is Nasri.
So you compare Cat or Gobert to Lively and Gafford. You see the difference in the sort of the ability for both of them to catch alley-oops from literally anywhere.
Okay, so I think our final conclusion here is that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are the better duo. I think clearly it's a 1-on-4, so that's pretty evident here. Okay, now I want you guys, according to your predictions or whatever, but I want you guys to tell who do you think will take the finals MVP?
Luka. Actually, wait. Let's give it to Kyrie.
I mean, like I said, I want the Mavs to win, but I think Boston might win. So
They might
Jayson
win.
Tatum might get finals MVP.
What a fan, huh?
No, I
Saying
want.
Mavs,
I want.
He's being smart, yeah.
I want
There's
Mavs
nothing
to
wrong
win.
with being smart.
No,
There's
but
one thing to have your heads in the cloud.
Exactly. See,
And
I
it's another to
genuinely.
actually see what's going on
I'm
the court.
biggest Boston hater, probably.
He's a Lakers fan, of course. He
Exactly.
hates Celtics.
But just realistically, if I have to put my money on it, then yeah.
I know his pick.
I think if Mavs
Sam
win,
Hauser.
I think if Mavs win, see, Kyrie will go off, Luka will go off, but if Mavs need to win, Luka needs to have those crazy games, and then I think Luka will take finals MVP.
160
How much ever
point
I
game.
love Kyrie,
One
but I think
160 point
Luka
game.
will take finals MVP if Mavs take it.
No doubt.
Maybe like Jayson Tatum, or if the Mavs win, it would be important for Kyrie to win it, but Kyrie is not winning it. So the
You heard it here
narrative
first,
should
remember.
go towards the Celtics.
You heard it here first.
JB, Jaylen Brown is going to take finals MVP.
Actually,
Might be the most
that is-
unpopular opinion.
But you
But
know,
it could be true.
if
Yeah.
Celtics take it, I feel
Because he got
Kyrie-
Eastern Conference Finals MVP too.
What I want you guys to do is to make a starting five out of the two teams, the two finals team, Dallas Mavericks and Boston Celtics. I want you guys to make a starting five out of them.
Is this like a positionless or like anything?
You guys can decide. You know, if that's
I think
very
let's go
open.
position-wise.
See,
Okay,
there's
you
only
let
two
them-
players from
okay.
Mavericks.
Bro, but it's
But
better.
I don't think both get in. I think only one of
Oh,
them
come
gets
on.
in.
I think, 1 minute. I think Luka.
I think Kyrie does not
I
make it.
think
I think
Luka
Luka
at
makes it.
point.
What, you're putting Derek White?
No, 1 minute. I
You're
think,
putting Drew Holiday?
I think Luka at point, Kyrie at like the two shooting guard.
You can't take JB and JT
Jaylen
out.
Brown at small,
Small
forward,
forward,
Jayson
Jayson
Tatum
Tatum
at
at
power
power
forward,
forward,
Chris
Kristaps
Tapps
at
at center.
center.
Yeah. Oh.
Bart just wants to disagree.
Gafford, Lively, Derek White.
Parth will say no, Luka. This has to be American.
In today's NBA, European basketball Look, it's very clear. European basketball is winning, but with American players. So if we get a European style of play with mostly American players, I think that would be the ideal starting five for both teams.
That's why Luka and Kyrie.
You would have. I'm getting there. Getting there, buddy. You would have Derek Lively at center. That's
Over
who you'd,
Kristaps?
or power forward. Yeah, Derek Lively power forward.
Dallas won't play him at power forward.
You got Kristaps at center.
So who are you going to get out
You got Jaylen Brown
at small forward?
at shooting guard actually.
Okay.
And then you'd have Luka to run the game. And then
Tatum at power.
No.
No small forward.
no, I think you'd get Kyrie off the bench for sure.
Yeah.
Sure, bro.
I'm good with that, bro.
That's mad.
Like,
Just for that.
And
give Kyrie enough playing. Like give him like out of a
No,
quarter.
and then,
let
yeah.
him play half and let
Oh,
the other
no
player
way.
play half. I'm
you
good
get
with
Jayson
that.
Tatum. You get Jayson Tatum for his
But
defense.
I think that
Yeah.
What is that?
I have no idea anymore. Okay. So
Derek White, Derek Lively.
so you start Doncic at the 1, then you put Jaylen Brown at the 2, and you get Jayson Tatum at the 3, Kristaps at the 5, and then either Lively or Gafford at the 4.
See, you lose me there. You can't have them play the.
Dallas won't play both of them at all.
okay. Yeah, I think that's
It's
good.
fine though. It's fine because Kristaps is my stretch
Are you guys
five.
playing Kyrie at PG or?
But then
Shooting.
They're just there to catch
Doncic is PG.
alleys
okay,
and play defense. That's all.
Kyrie's a little small, yeah.
So I can take that if there's a matchup like Minnesota.
Minnesota.
But okay, so
I remember.
okay, I think what we are finally deciding, okay, Luka is definitely there. Okay, we have Luka there and we have Tatum, Brown. Kyrie is something we every
No,
like, it's
Kyrie
not-
is-
okay?
yeah,
So I
Kyrie
think
is
the
okay.
majority is again for Kyrie. So we have Luka at point.
Let me just get this point out there. I'm not a Kyrie hater.
But the media is always behind Kyrie, as you can see.
I just
putting
think
that out there.
that he is not him. That's all.
Oh my God.
I'm not a hater. I love him. I love to watch
I
him
just want to
play.
ask you one question. Do you think Jaylen Brown is a better scorer than Kyrie?
No, never. Don't get me, never. Kyrie is outclassing him every game, bro. But it's just that he's
Parth
not
is
him.
definitely a hater. At least I can respect that.
He's
you
not.
had.
He's just not him. That's all. Luka is him, bro. He's there every day,
Jaylen Brown
every
is
time.
him?
No,
Okay.
he's not.
Okay.
Just general.
Okay, I
general
agree with
opinion.
you then. Yeah.
Final conclusion. Final. Luka PG. Kyrie
shooting
SG.
guard,
Then we
Jaylen
have
Brown small
Jaylen Brown
forward,
small forward.
Jason Tatum power forward, Chris
forward.
Tapp at
I
center.
think that's a good five. I think
both of us.
the majority agrees on that. And yeah,
Even
let's
if
go
they
to
don't, it's okay. That's the answer.
Okay, guys. I think this was a great segment on the, on this year's NBA Finals. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and let's see what happens in the NBA Finals this year. It seems like one of the best finals in the last few years, and I think most of us can agree to that. I feel it can be a Game 7 series, and that will be very exciting to watch. So anyways, guys, thank you so much, and please like, share, and subscribe to Game On!